Hi there, everybody. If you've got a couple of minutes, I'd like to take you around our bed shop to tell you more about Intense. Now, as an expert, you know all about sleeping and can go on for hours on end about how important a comfortable bed is, about the pros and cons of mattresses, and about which mattress best suits which type of person, and so on. However, what you probably don't know yet is that thanks to Intense, the mattress cover now makes an important contribution to a better and more sounder night's sleep. In fact, research has shown yet again that more than 50% of the population have to contend with sleeping disorders. Well, Intense has the solution. And whether you buy a top-of-the-range bed or simply a mattress, the principle remains the same. Allow me to show you. But first, let's go over to the customer. These customers have just come into the shop and have noticed the Intense mattress. They run their hands over it, feel the mattress's soft texture. After all, the softness of the mattress material is important when buying a mattress, and they want to try it out. Our assistant is more than willing to help them and is about to give them more details about Intense. But what's happening here? The customers seem to be very comfortable, and it looks as if they've actually fallen asleep. A word of explanation is needed. Well, what did you think of that? I told the customers a little bit about Intense. They asked if they could try out the mattress, and they're already sound asleep. Perhaps this would be the right moment to explain how Intense works. Our body is charged with electricity throughout the day and night. These are in fact electrons that place themselves on our bodies and give a charge of up to 30,000 volts to the body, which is rather a lot after all. This is a perfect example. If I rub this baro, it charges itself and allows me to lift these pieces of paper. Look. I'm sure all of you have got out of your car and had that little electric shock through coming into contact with the car body. Certainly, you'll remember that when you take off your sweater or shirt at night, you often hear and feel the electric charge. So, just imagine sleeping all night long in such an electric-charged environment. Because charging occurs through the action of friction by our body with the textile, and since we all move throughout the night, our body is constantly charging itself. The principle is in fact quite simple. If you can avoid your body charging itself, you'll naturally move less, sleep sounder, deeper, and in the morning you'll be as fresh as a daisy. And here come some more customers into the shop. Our expert is more than ready to offer a solution for these customers' sleeping problems. This slightly older couple is set on finding a mattress that guarantees them an optimal night's sleep. The husband has to deal with a lot of stress at work and his wife is restless at night. Our assistant concurs that a good bed certainly contributes to a better quality of life. Why not see the effect when trying out our Intense material? And in fact, whether you're sleeping on your back, your stomach, or on your side, this mattress that contains Intense is absolutely ideal and especially... Yes, that's right, the effect is plain to see. Just now I explained the principle, the simple principle of body electricity. Well, using this example, you can once again clearly see how the whole thing works. Through continuous friction, our body charges itself up and we reach 30,000 volts of electricity. This is obviously a great deal. I've already given you a few examples, but think back to the shock you get when you shake someone's hand when it's cold, or when your hair stands up on end when you brush it. In fact, you're continuously under stress, which is no good at all for the peace of your body. A special thread has been woven into the Intense mattress cover, what we call a trilobal carbon thread. The makeup of this thread is such that it can remove and neutralize body electricity. You can compare it to a copper wire that sometimes uses a lightning conductor, although of course you also need an earth. The thread's special form ensures that the 30,000 volts are neutralized and converted into 4,000 volts. The stress disappears immediately from your body and you're completely calm. Of course, we can substantiate this with scientific research. Professor Idzikowski, the world-renowned reference regarding sleep, has researched Intense together with Deslee Textiles and shown that thanks to Intense, we can expect to sleep 4.5% deeper at night. When we extrapolate this to a month, it means that we sleep 9 hours per month deeper, or nearly 14 nights per year. It really is worth sitting down and having a good think about it. It's a fact that more and more mattress manufacturers are using the latest technologies. Intense is an outstanding example of an intelligent textile. It's precisely this function of Intense that gives an incredible added value to how you sleep or your mattress and guarantees happy customers. Think once again about the 50% of people who have a problem sleeping. They have a problem, they're scared they won't have a good night's sleep. Now, if you can solve their problem, you have a satisfied customer. Meanwhile, our assistant is dealing with a new customer who clearly has allergy problems. Not surprisingly, our assistant shows her a mattress manufactured with Intense. A little explanation is needed. Look, this woman's asleep and doesn't sneeze anymore. How come? Well, the Intense mattress cover actually neutralizes our body's electricity and ensures, as it were, that the complete mattress becomes anti-static. In fact, Intense's special property has been proving itself for years in places like operation rooms, clean rooms, and where the attraction of dust to mattresses is completely out of the question. You all know that dust is the ideal breeding ground for the house mite and molds, certainly in a damp, warm environment such as a bed. The house mite and the molds, in their turn, are the cause of our major allergy problems. Its function is very simple to explain. You all know that today's dusters charge themselves by creating static when they're rubbing something, and as it were, attract the dust and so facilitate dusting. Well, you've exactly the opposite effect through the anti-static characteristics of this mattress. Intense is the solution for your allergy problems. Well, dear colleagues, just think of all the advantages. It's not something you often think about, but you as an assistant have an important role to play in the life of your customers. Your professional advice can contribute to solving customers' sleeping problems while at the same time increasing their quality of life. The extra added value that Intense offers not only to the mattress but also to the client's appreciation of your job is tremendous.